Okay, we're going to continue looking at some equations, and I'm just going to remind you that the last time we had a video, we looked at solving two-step equations. 15x plus 10 equals negative 65, and you'll notice that there weren't any parentheses in it. So the type of questions that we're going to be looking at today will have the parentheses. So for example, we're going to have 5, and we'll have parentheses 3x plus 2. Now my first step that I will need to do is to get the equation to look like this, where there are no parentheses. In order to do that, we need to multiply 5 by both of the numbers inside the parentheses. So I'm going to take 5 times 3x, which I get 15x, and I'm going to take 5 times 2 to get 10x equals negative 65. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and go through the same steps as I did last time to solve two-step equations. So I'm going to put up my fence, put down 2 boxes. I'm going to make a letter box and a number box. This negative 65 is on the same side as my number box, so I'm just going to go ahead and drop it in. This 15x is on the same side as my letter box, so I'm going to go ahead and drop it in. And then I am going to move the 10 to the other side of the fence, so it's going to become a negative 10. And then I'm going to go ahead and combine my numbers together, which I'm going to get negative 75. Now, in order to get rid of this, just as a reminder, I'm either multiplying or dividing these numbers. And right now, since I'm technically multiplying that number, I need to divide by 15 on both sides. So then I'm going to get x equals negative 5. Okay, we're going to do a couple practice problems together now. So here's my first one. And again, remember my first step is to multiply by 2 here and multiply by 2 here. Okay, so when I take 2 times negative 3, I get negative 6x. And then I got 2 times negative 3, and again, remember, I'm looking at the future to determine what sign it is, so negative 3 times 2 is negative 6. Okay, and then I am going to go ahead and draw my fence, have a letter box, and a number box, drop my 6 in, drop my negative 6x into the letter box, and then I'm going to move this 6 to the other side, so I really need to do a positive 6. So when adding that together, I get 12, and then I have to divide by negative 6. And I'm going to get an answer of negative 2. Okay, we're going to go ahead and look at the next one here. I'm going to make the pen so it's a little bit smaller, so a little bit easier to see. So I'm going to go ahead and put a 4 here and put a 4 here, and I'm going to remember to multiply 4 by both of those. So I have 8x plus 4 times 4 is 16 equals negative 16. Put my fence up, draw my boxes, a letter box and a number box. Since this letter is on the same side, I'm going to drop that letter box in there, the 8x into my letter box. This negative 16 is on the same side as my number box, so I'm just going to go ahead and drop that negative 16 down. Now I'm going to move this 16 over here, and looking to the future, it's a positive, so it needs to be a negative. So negative 16 minus 16 is going to give me negative 32. Now I'm either going to multiply or divide my 8x. Since I am multiplying my x, or my 8, I'm going to divide by 8 on both sides. So x equals negative 4. Okay, go ahead and try this one on your own. So you should have taken 2 times 5x and 2 times negative 2. So 2 times 5x is 10x. 2 times negative 2 is negative 4 equals negative 24. Then you should have drawn your fence. Draw my 2 boxes. This will be my letter box. This will be my number box. I'm going to drop my 24 down in since it's on the same side. My 4 is on the opposite side of my fence, so I need to make it a positive 4 looking to the future. It is a negative, so it's going to be a positive. And then I'm going to drop my 10x into my box. Combine these two, which I get negative 20, and then I'm going to divide by 10 on both sides. So x is going to equal negative 2.